Uzzell, Persuasive. Have you ever wanted to just quit your job?
Every day.
But then you think about what would you do without your job? Then you sit down and get right back to work. Well, here's somebody who's been in those same exact shoes but came up with an answer to what next.
Hi, I'm Doc. Back in '09, I chose not to re-enlist, but to instead take my hard work elsewhere. I was tired of the hard work and being underpaid and unappreciated. So I chose to leave and go back to school. It was just me and my son, and times were tough. Dead-end job after another, trying to make it on my GI Bill. And that's when I decided to dance. It was sophomore year and my son was 1. I didn't know how to feel at first. Hey, before I knew it, I had graduated with a degree in marketing, and a year later I was still dancing. I asked would I ever stop? I planned on it when my son is around 6, before he's old enough to really understand what it is mommy does. The only reason I haven't left yet is because I knew I would never make the kind of money I make starting up in marketing that I do in dancing. At this time, I will turn it back over to the man who has done extensive research for the past couple of months.
Hello, my name is Uzzell. I've been in the military for 5 years, and oftentimes we come across people who have the same issues that Diamond had. People who feel overworked, unappreciated, and underpaid. But the difference between the two are, one came up with an answer, whereas the rest never really have an answer as to what would you do next. Well, I found that many people have found a way to achieve more success with less stress by simply trading in those boots for a pair of pumps. Hey, some people would say you can achieve the same success if you stay in the Army. Stay in the Army and deal with the constant stresses of training, field exercises, meetings, formations, and other things you see as pointless. Yeah, it's way easier to tell someone you work for a living defending your country, but it doesn't make your dollar any more valuable. So let's take a look at who pays you. Taxes. 56% of revenue in the U.S. is taxable, whereas according to Duke University alum Dave Ruse, 44% is not. Soldiers are paid out of the 56% of taxable revenue, whereas dancers, they get paid from both the 56 and the 44%. Soldiers, on the other hand, pay the same taxes, in which pay them every month. According to an interview between stripper Bubbles and Forbes magazine, in 2007, an act was passed in Texas to tax $5 per person who entered the gentleman's club. Well, we knew they weren't going to go for that. So what did they do? They raised the cover charge. So now instead of paying $10 to get in, you now pay $15. See, the $5 tax per person was for healthcare and law enforcement as a way to tax them for the added community issues they felt that the club brought. So now dancers still aren't truly taxed, whereas soldiers are, although taxes are used to pay the soldiers. Someone else might say, go to school. Get a better job making more money than both a dancer and a soldier. Well, let's think about that. When you get out the Army, they give you what is called a GI Bill. And a GI Bill not only covers your tuition, but it pays you BAH. See, your BAH is used to cover your rent and your utilities. But what about the other added bills? Phone, car note, car insurance, internet, everything that we have a need for on a daily. Then you would still need another job just to get by. Dancers, on the other hand, they make enough money to still have money left over after paying for tuition, rent, utilities, phone, and all those extra added bills. So let's talk about why not. Why not dance? We know that military and dancers have similarities, fitness being very important in both. Celebrity fitness instructor Josh Hillis has trained many dancers in the same routine. He believes yoga 4 days a week, run 1 day a week, and strength train 1 day a week. Whereas we know Army PT is run 3 days a week and strength train 2. Trainer and author of Bigger, Leaner, Stronger, Michael Matthews, believes that after his research, yoga prevents injury by promoting flexibility in tendons and muscles, whereas he feels running too much can really damage your tendons from the constant pounding with every step. So which fitness plan do you feel is more helpful to sustain good health? I would agree it's the dancers. Also, what makes them different is the lack of freedom. Told where to go, where to work, where to live, your daily routine, when you have to leave family if you ever have to go to the field or deploy. All comes from the military, whereas a dancer chooses when they want to work, where they want to work, and if they ever leave their family. Lastly, I'd like to get to the money aspect of things, because we all know money is the key drive. So in 2016, according to the professionals at PayScale Incorporated, dancers made an average of $47,611. You would have to be a company commander or sergeant first class with 12 or more years just to make that much. And after taxes, because you are taxed in the military, that will bring it down to $26,622, which is the same pay as a sergeant with 4 years. So let's recap for a second. We know that fitness is important in both dancing and military. We know that when it comes to traveling and work, as a dancer, you have the freedom to decide where you want to go and what you want to do. Whereas in the military, you were told where you're going to go and what you were going to do. And something that most people would try to shy away from, but we're going to get into it, is degrading. And how people feel it is degrading to be a dancer. But that, you were just degraded by a stranger who doesn't really understand the nature of your work. Whereas in the military, you are degraded almost every day by those of your leadership, those of your peers, people who are in the same nature of work as you, and you feel they will understand. But it's almost as if they don't. So, I would like to close with going back to the money aspect, where a lot of people don't realize that as a dancer, you start off averaging more than someone who's been in the Army for years. So next time you're thinking about how you don't have to deal with the headache and heartaches of the Army, remember these words. You are right.